What's up, Juventini? Today we get Roma trying to bully and strong-arm Juve on the Soule deal, giving us a deadline. We're going to look at the details there. Juve moving all in on Conceição and Todibo. He is within reach, according to Mirko Di Natale, at a number that is fantastic for Juve. Chiesa returns to camp, and the new sponsor deal is done and finalized. All that and much, much more right now. I'm Berto. This is the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It's July 23rd. Let's rock with the news. So, Roma, yesterday, we were hearing the news that they were going to work on a deal with Juve, and it might include a sell-on clause, something I suggested in yesterday's video, all right? However, today, the offer that we hear is put forward is 28 million euros, and that apparently includes add-ons, all right? So a weak deal, but like I stated yesterday, Roma trying to take advantage of the fact that they have the players' will to join. This report continues, stating that Roma has set the deadline for Juve, that this offer expires today and that it is their final offer, all right? Well, look here. Pump the brakes here for a second, Roma. It's very, very nice and cute that you went through all the work to start that GoFundMe, to go through all your employees' piggy banks and rummage through the Coliseum for spare change to come up with this offer, all right? But you don't dictate what happens. And for me, I can't see Giuntoli accepting this or giving in whatsoever, all right? If we apply the pressure to Soule, do you think he would not in turn go to the Premier League and take the agreement with Leicester, who he already had given his yes to before Roma came in? And we already have an agreement in place on a deal, as they've reached 30 million euros with add-ons on top of that. I think if his minutes were in question going into this season, Soule for sure would take that move, especially if Roma backed out. So Roma, you don't dictate what goes down here, and you also get another big fat there, all right? But that's the latest on the Soule saga. Let's see what goes down with Conceição. The latest reports from Mirko Di Natale suggest that Juve is going in for the player right now. Loan plus obligation bid is set to hit the table today from Giuntoli, and Leipzig is also at the table trying to get the player's signature, but the player has given his yes to join Juve. So another one that wants to come to Turin. Let's go. Giddy up, baby. Now we get to Todibo, and Mirko Di Natale says he is within Juve's reach for sure, all right, with Nice opening up to the loan. And today we hear the numbers from Mirko that it could be around 35 million euros as the sell deal. This is fantastic for Juve. Very close to the numbers we wanted to see on Calafiori at 30 million euros, all right? So this one within our reach. Todibo, Conceição, but we're still waiting for Cope Miners, and these sales are going to be key, all right? The Soule saga definitely going to be the first piece in the domino ripple effect. Let's see what goes down. As far as the attack goes, Retegui, we continue to hear his name linked with Juve. Juve is rumored to be looking at some possible exchanges as well, with Milik involved, Muaremovic involved, to see if they can find a move there. I still feel like this one's always going to be very, very difficult for Juve to swing, especially with the other pieces of business we are trying to finalize, all right? Then you get to Milik on his own. He's got interest from Brentford, West Ham, and even Sevilla, all right? Juve's only looking for 7 million euros on the sale, but he could very well be saying goodbye to Juventus, and all signs are pointing to that. Another target at the striker role as a backup to Vlahovic, Giovanni Simeone's name has been thrown out there, as Juve has been looking at that potential deal as well. For another deal, yesterday we were hearing Hellas Verona was close to finalizing with Juve on agreement and terms for Barbieri. Well, today the player's will apparently is Venezia, and that comes in from Nico Schira. So now it's going to be back to the drawing board, trying to find the same terms and deal with Venezia. Let's see how this plays out. As far as the sponsorship goes, today it's reported it is done. Calvo has closed the deal with the next sponsor of Juve. It is apparently a brand from the US, and we get contradictions as to when it's going to be presented. We are hearing within 3 weeks it'll be announced, and other sources are saying in the next couple hours we will know who that sponsor is for Juve. Now, a few weeks back I gave you Amazon, as I was hearing it was going to be done deal for Amazon, but we are also hearing it could potentially be Tesla. It could potentially be EA Sports, all right? We have to wait and see who it is going to be, but the deal is done. Again, Get these kits without sponsor while you can, all right? And then we get to Chiesa. All right, so barely with enough time to consummate the marriage, he is back at camp, all right? So he arrives in Turin today going through his medicals, and then we'll go through training. Make no mistake about it, we are going to start to hear more around his situation now that he has arrived in Turin, all right? And Douglas Luiz will join the side July 30th for training camp, okay? And the last announcement is this: tonight we're live 7:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but on Playback TV, launching our Juve/Serie A room on that app, all right? So we would love for you to join. The link is in our description on this video, all right? Would love to see you all there, and it is going to be a call-in show as Playback allows for flawless call-in capabilities through either audio only or also video if you care to join us and make some comments or get some questions or even just show some love to the crew, all right? Hope to see you all there tonight. That wraps up your news video. You all know the drill, all right? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC Army. I'm back tomorrow as always with another edition. Till then, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.